Okay, my friends, I'm going to tell you right now what this is. Not right now, but very soon. All these different colors. You see the blue, green, and all the even the yellows and all kinds of stuff. And these are salts. Now, what else is here? Let's see what else this looks like. Look at this. These people are walking down here. You see that? In the summertime, when everything dries up, you end up with these pools. And then you have this structure, and I understand why that is. And here it is again, just sort of a wider view of everything, and you know how they separate like that. Well, here's what that is. That's a lung. That's a lung. And the reason you have these colors in here because of the transition metals that are in blood. I show this all the time. The transition metals are all of those really fancy colors. And they are in your blood, and I can show them to you. Hold on one second. Transition metals, colors in blood. Hold on. This is the transition metals. You're going to find them in all the blood, and they're in aqueous solution. Aqueous means watery solutions. That's why they're in those lungs, and I'll show you they're in the rivers too. Alright, if you've been around me long enough, you know I say everything that exists is biology. I don't care what anybody says. As far as I can determine, I haven't seen a single thing that exists that did not come from biology. Dirt, mud, rocks, mountains, everything. Trees just grow out of all that stuff. We just eat all that stuff and grow. So we're nothing more than a product of previous biology. And the whole earth is biology. It's just a fact. And all these different colors you see all over the earth are the product of blood. This is transition metals. And they separate them out in the periodic chart because these are the things that carry around all the goods and services within your body. And these transfer by these different molecular attachments, these oxidation states. They can grab and give and grab and give and grab and give and grab and take, and that's what moves through your body. That's why we saw them in the lungs, all those colors. Because your lung gets filled up with blood. Now, once all that stuff evaporated out, you end up with transition metals sort of accumulated in there. There's a river called the Rainbow River. I'm going to show you. And it's the same thing as this. That river grows all kinds of different fauna, or whatever you call it, bacteria, whatever's growing in there, in the river, based on what part of the river had these different transition metals. Because that's the only thing that makes the colors. Colors just don't happen by themselves. You have to have a certain chemistry so the bounce is that particular color. Where do you see the river? You see these different blotches, and there's exact little spots have exact different colors, and this is the Rainbow River here in Colombia. Look at that. You got blue, you got green, you got red, you got yellows. All of those exact same colors I just showed you in the transition metal, chart there. That's what they are. And this, if I got down there, or somebody could get down there and look at this very closely, you'll see that that's the kind of lung tissue we're dealing with here. I can't see it all that well, but if somebody was on site, I'm sure that's what these are. These are little tiny vessels that have grown in these pockets, so they're not, it's not like you have one flat surface. You got pockets all over the place, and that's where these different bacteria are growing, because that's what this is bacteria grows, and that's what creates the colors. That's what it is. They might be algae or whatever you want to call it, but it's living off of those transition metals, because that's the only place the colors come from. And again, this was a lung. That's blood coming out here, see? This is complete blood. This is different. When you wash everything out, remember I showed you ions, aqueous? Well, hold on a second. You see this? Just like in your body, they're attached to aqueous solutions, wet solutions. Transition metals form colored compounds and complexes. The colors can vary depending upon the charge on the metal ions. See the colors? the number and type of groups of atoms called ligands. They're attachments. Listen to this. In aqueous solutions, that means in water, in watery solutions, the ions form complexes with colors shown to the right. In watery solutions, those are the rivers, that's that lung.